Hi everyone, welcome to a brand new series for Stellaris. I'm going to be running this at the same time as my Endless Space 2 series, probably alternating videos or games every other day. So I wanted to kick off a new series. This is going to be a short video today just to kind of introduce you to the main characters of our series. And of course, you've probably seen from the thumbnail, it's not too spoilery, but you'll see my avatar here in just a few minutes. Hopefully it works out well. I'm not too sure how well this is going to work just due to the facial animations that this character has, but we're going to give it a shot. It's going to be fun either way. So let me introduce you to the race that we'll be playing as. This is the Megaraptor Hive. This is a hive mind collective consciousness we'll be playing as. I've taken Devouring Swarm and Subspace Subspace FS. Basically, I can't do any diplomacy whatsoever. I automatically eat all populations that basically I come in contact with on planets, and then I gain society research for eating them, and then a bunch of bonuses as well. And then for this bonus here, I get extra naval capacity. So the goal here obviously is to become as big as possible, eating my way across the galaxy as velociraptors. As far as stats go, I've got slow breeders, sedentary, and repugnant, because what do I care about other ruler opinions? And then I also have extremely adaptive and strong, because that makes a lot of sense. Let me read you the short description that I have cooked up for this. Everyone thought the dinosaurs were all wiped out by a giant meteor, but the raptors were too smart for that. For eons, they waited for their chance to return to the surface. Late in the 20th century, they attacked, wiping out all human life on the planet. Following the commands of the Queen Raptor, the Megaraptors now set their eyes on space, bent on consuming all they come across. So we got a continental world here. We're going to start on Earth itself as the Raptors, and of course there's our symbol. We got a hive mind set up. Mass drivers, of course, projectile weapons are the best. Hyperspace travel, I'm actually doing this, and I'm going to set every other AI to use hyperspace travel as well. I feel like that will give more interesting battle lines that I have to fight across, instead of just going wherever I want and fighting, basically diving into the home system every single time. And then using the plantoid ships just because I like the way they look. So we're going to select this race here. And here's my setup. I think this is what I'm going to go with here. Large galaxy here for a bit of a slightly longer game. Elliptical, so I have more than one option basically for where I'm going. Lots of AI empires, no advanced starts. Let's do max Fallen Empires here. Habitable Worlds +5. I just love Habitable Worlds, being able to go everywhere I want. Normal difficulties, just because I failed last time at insane aggressiveness and insane difficulty. And again, the only FTL method allowed is hyperspace. So we're going to do hyperdrives only. Random placement, no advanced neighbors, which doesn't matter anyway. And then Endgame Crises turned on. Not Ironman, because I hate how much Ironman saves. Let's go ahead and load it up. I'm going to go ahead and show you our avatar here real quick. Hang on, I'm getting them set up here, so you can see who will be leading us through the glorious, glorious Megaraptor expansion. So here we go. Let's turn it on. There we go. I'm going to be joining my raptors in conquest as we burn and eat our way across the galaxy. So let me get him oriented here correctly first. I think that'll do it. Just like that. Alright. And so at the dawn of time we awoke. The mind studied? It's late. What was it say? The mind studied our surroundings on Earth with a multitude of eyes. We moved at once, building shelters for the drones, developing industry, researching new technologies, and harnessing the resources of the land. Soon we had grown to encompass the entire world. A small number of autonomous drones were created to serve as independent agents. These more formidable drones have the capacity for limited free thought. but we're still as inexorably bound to the will of the mind as any of its other instruments. It's a lot of reading. I know. Let's just begin. So here's what our galaxy looks like. We're the Megaraptor hive over here on the right side. I'm not actually going to do any gameplay in this video. Just want to get you set up to take a look at what we got. So again, we are on Earth. We're on Sol. We're on the far right edge, which, based on my history with Stellaris, means that there's a Fallen Empire right here and right here, because there are always two right next to me. Let's take a look at Sol itself. Of course, we know, I don't think I've ever actually done a campaign with Sol. I like to do random. But I figured Earth made a lot of sense for the Megaraptors, since they did start on Earth after all. So here we go. We'll take a look at just some of our other stats here. This is our hive mind Queen Raptor. So this is our leader. She will be alive basically forever. She can never die. So there is that. She has the immortal trait. We are hive-minded, like I said. And then our civics, which I've brought up before. I already have 3 ships, of course, like we knew. Let's take a look at the ships here. I really like the plantoid ships, so that's kind of what I went with here. And of course the 3 corvettes that I have. Very cool. I guess we could play a little bit. Might as well dive right on in, right? I'm a bit too excited to kind of just say, that's it. So let's go ahead and pick technologies. Now, as far as an ascendancy, I don't know what I want to do. I'm not sure. I would like your opinions. What do you think goes good with a hive mind? I'm not really sure. Solar panel network's obviously a good start, and I'm going to not pause it as much. Hopefully in this series, I know that I say that every time. Army upkeep, of course, we're going to have big armies, so that seems good. And leveling up coil guns right away is a natural choice. We're going to go ahead and take our science ship to expand and explore and survey. And I'm going to survey a few here right off the start. Bernard Star, Alpha Centauri, of course, all going to be surveyed right away. And again, I am doing hyperdrive only. I want to do that to kind of make... Oh, I said this already. But to make battle lines when I'm fighting against other empires. Because I don't like how easy it is to basically warp in right on top of a home planet and just take it off right away. So I'm hoping this is going to be some interesting gameplay here. Construction ship's got to wait. I'll go ahead and unpause it. We're going fast to speed. I really like that symbol, that red and that black kind of mixed together. 20%, we'll go ahead and take 20%. Going fastest speed, as I was saying. I do have the beautiful Galxy, beautiful backgrounds mod. Oh no, what's the name? I'm sorry. Beautiful something. Beautiful Universe 2.0, that's it. That's it. Warp impact, we got extra physics research. Very nice. So as always, of course, we kind of know what the Sol system is going to look like. Nothing at the sun, which is a shame. Gonna jump in and take a look. I love how the mouth opens. Another 20%, we'll take that, sure. Might as well knock it out right now. Take a look at our planet as well. Minus unrest. I'm not sure how much unrest and ethical divergence and attraction matter for a hive mind. I'm actually not sure, so that's something I'm going to have to figure out. Another warp impact, okay. Building cost reduced, clear time blocker reduced, building speed increased. Happiness does not matter at all, which is great. I love that a lot. And everything else is looking pretty good. Extra food there. Of course, I'm fine on food. We'll get our construction ship going right away. Building mining stations. Extremely important. I'm going to try to stay on top of that as much as I can without pausing over and over again. Traditions, we're going to have one in 16 months. I don't think I can make it in this episode. Well, I might actually be able to. We'll see. I don't know what I want to go with. Obviously something combat related. There's going to be a lot of war going on here. A lot of war. 20%, we'll take it. I will admit, I am adult enough to admit that my last game I did not do very well. Even though I really wanted to become machine birds with the Bokai, I neglected defense at all. +3 to energy credits. Very nice. I neglected defense at all. Got into a bad war that I should not have gotten into with such aggressive neighbors. But again, AI aggressiveness being at max is just kind of hard to research. That one's 0%. It's kind of hard to keep up with that. I didn't have the best neighbors. The neighbors that I did have were not very friendly to me, and I could not really pull them in as allies very easily. So that was working against me. I could have done better, I think. Mars will be able to be terraformed once the climate restoration technology has been researched. Hooray! So we could turn Mars, which we kind of knew that was going to happen, right? That's a common anomaly for Mars. But that's fine. Show hyperlanes, of course, that would be good. Again, every single empire on the map is restricted to the hyperlanes, so there will hopefully be a lot of conflict happening as I kind of push my borders out. Right, construction ship. Keep going. Don't stop on my accounts, please. By the way, the animated Raptor portraits, that is another mod. I could make myself a little bigger here, I suppose, couldn't I? Let me tab over. Oh, too big. Oh, lean in. Ah, no, that's too close. There we go. Okay. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, this is another mod here, animated Raptor portraits. I figured this would be perfect for this alien life, of course. Society research, always lovely. We can actually pick a new tradition now, so let's dive in and do that. Expansion, domination, supremacy. I think I'll take one of these three, I bet. Governing skills increased by 2. Empire leader capacity up by 2. Integration cooldown. I won't be integrating at all. Tributaries don't matter here. Vassals don't matter. So actually domination is not that good for me, I think. Border range increased by 20% by taking supremacy. Ship build speed is good. Naval capacity is good. Seed planet, good. Army damage, good. Admiral skill, good. Unity output by 10% for neighboring rivals, good. I don't even know if I can set rivals, actually, because I have the Devouring Swarm. Cannot engage in diplomacy, which means I may not be able to set rivals. So I might actually lose a little bit of potency there. New colonies, extra pop. That's pretty good as well, but I don't know how much I'll be expanding beyond the early game. Most of my... I can unpause it. Most of my expansion will be through conquering. Oh, but I will need to conquer and then expand, I suppose, so that will be good. A buzz with news of alien life. I don't know why. I want to eat it, I suppose. Oh, you see that by it said that they weren't intelligent by reptilian standards. That's right. That's right. Frontier outpost, right? Frontier outpost upkeep. Pop growth speed increased by 10%. I'm not sure. Research speed. This is a good one to take early. So we'll take it. Alright, alright. Extra population. Border range. Don't care about this one. I'll never take. Diplomacy or discovery. That's not terrible, I suppose. We'll go with expansion first off. I think that's a good one. We'll go with expansion.
Survey complete.
Alpha Centauri survey is done. That's very good. Barnard Star now. Mining station is done. Nothing left for you to get here. Let's come down to Alpha Centauri. I like the mix that I'm getting here. Good amount of energy credits and minerals right off the bat. If it was just minerals, it would be good, but I wouldn't be able to sustain it very well. We already have a continental world with 100% habitability that I could spread to. And again, habitability actually loses some value here just because happiness does not matter. I will work the same regardless. Irregardless?
System
Regardless?
complete.
Irregardless? I work the same no matter what. Okay, so what do we build for you? Unity? Autochthon Monument, I think is the way we want to go here. I do still want to go for Unity. That's a good thing to build on every planet, I think. Growth speed is reduced, so I'm going to be able to offset that a little bit based on taking expansion.
Anomaly found.
Anomaly. Precursors. We know what this is. We've run through it before. Barnard Star. That was it. Yeah, just the one thing. Which is fine.
Research complete.
There's also a tundra world here somewhere. There it is. Tundra. Is it 40%? It is 50, so I could colonize here as well, huh? Interesting. Military Academy and army damage? Army upkeep. Growth speed. Naval capacity. And that's tough. This one will open more gateways. I don't need farming subsidies. I don't need hydroponic farms. We'll go with growth speed for now. I want the growth speed, at least early game. I think that's a little bit better. I can always boost my naval capacity later. There's lots of avenues for that. There are less avenues for boosting growth capacity, and I need to think mindfully about offsetting the...
Construction
Where is it?
complete.
I guess I could have gone elsewhere for this. But the slow breeder trait.
Complete.
We got the Autochthon Monument done. I don't know what we'd build here now. Military Academy, of course. Build speed increased, unrest reduced, army damage increased. Seems like a solid pick. Won't build it yet, though.
Anomaly found.
0% anomaly, we'll always take those. Usually anything less than about 30% I will just take. So I'm looking for, hopefully, I should have probably surveyed this way. The remains of a York cruiser have been found in orbit. Fallen victims to weapon fire. Special project derelict cruiser. Okay. I actually want to go this way, I think. I would be more interested in a habitable world somewhere out this way. I want to expand inward for now. I don't want to expand out this way because there's a fallen empire right here and right here. And again, I don't know that. I just assume. I always assume now there are fallen empires on my borders. So we're going to do that. We need to pick a name, by the way, for our first combat swarm. If anybody has a fantastic name that they can think of for a velociraptor HIVEMIND combat fleet, invasion fleet, please let me know. I'm always open for interesting names. We are actually already almost full here as well. A species of ice and ice. Beta Khalil 3's sub-zero climate is not particularly conducive to intelligent life, or indeed life at all. However, some species have evolved to withstand and master this environment, and Science Officer Anonymous Drone 41 is interested in seeing just how far these beings will go. I don't know what that did.
Construction complete.
Oh, another? Oh, yeah. So, do we want capital buildings now produce additional unity? I think that's pretty good. Frontier outposts counted as being half the regular distance. Definitely colonization fervor. Because +1 unity, that's basically for the rest of the game. Every single one of my home worlds will have one. As long as they get upgraded, I suppose, from a colony building. We need you to build... Not in my home system, so we'll send you home. And you just hang out at Earth. Oh, wait, this can't be Earth. This has to be Jurassic World. Come on. Come on, you saw that coming. I know that you did. I know you did. Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here. Thank you guys so much for joining me for the very first episode. Again, this is going to run in tandem with my Endless Space 2 series, which is about 8 episodes in already, every other day, basically. Hoping to maybe get 3 episodes each per week out. So that's the goal anyway. If you had a good time, please consider hitting the like button down in the bottom right corner there, or subscribing to the channel down in the bottom left for more Stellaris content every single week. I'll see you next time.